until morning. We won't come home until morning. Till daylight does appear. We won't come home until morning. Till daylight does appear. Till daylight does appear. Choo-choo. Till daylight does appear. Choo-choo. We won't come home until morning. Till daylight does appear. Does appear. Till daylight does appear. Till daylight does appear. Don't come home until morning. Till daylight does appear. Oh, hi. No, Lem. You can't. You can't leave me, Lem.
I thought we settled this. My wife, my children.
But I don't want you to leave them. I just want things to be the way they were. Don't let me beg, Lem.
I told you I was going back to my family, so don't make me beg.
But I need you and you need me.
The truth is I don't. I thought I did once. Forgive me.
I'll kill myself! I'll kill myself!
How'd it go? Give her the money? Why not?
I couldn't do it to her.
You mean you were afraid?
She's irrational. I think we better forget it for now.
Forget it? Do you think she'll forget it?
I think I better tell my wife. Maybe she'll understand.
She won't. Women. Now look, you hired me. Why don't you let me give it a try?
It's no use.
You better get home and tell your wife before she does. How old are your kids, Rogers? If your wife is very charitable, you can figure on seeing them on Sundays. The judge will give you that.
Stop it.
Stop what, the truth? You're asking to be ruined. A woman wants to squeeze you. They want blood, and I know that one upstairs wants blood. Well, if you want to bleed, go ahead. Go ahead and bleed.
You've handled things like this before?
Why did you hire a private detective if you didn't know that? Now, come on, quit stalling. No sense in you waiting around. I'll take a bus back.
How did I get into this in the first place? How?
It's how you get out of it now that counts.
You're a little close to that fire plug. Would you mind backing it up, sir?
Oh, I was just leaving, officer.
I said get out.
Came here to ask you to be reasonable.
Reasonable. Will you please
Will
get
you
out?
listen and sit down?
Not anymore. Not anymore.
More. This is more. $10,000. Now, will you leave him alone?
Buying me off. Buying me off, and I love him. Now he's treating me like a...
Like what you are?
You think that, or does he?
He's paying you off. So I guess we both think alike.
Why, that dirty...
What?
Hello, Blaney. How you doing?
Garrity. Billy Garrity.
I heard you were off the force, but I didn't know pickings were so good. I didn't know you could afford a place like this.
I don't live here, but I know people that do.
I'll bet you do.
Blaney? No, pal. Come on, I don't want to play games. Garrity.
That's right. You sent me up, and I'm going to send you down.
What do you want, you creep?
I want you in the gas chamber. That's what I want. You killed that poor kid, Sally Burns. And the day the cops pick me up, that'll be the day they pick you up. Now, you think about that, and you sweat.
Now, listen, Garrity. Why can't we talk this thing over? Where are you? I'll come right up.
Sweat, copper, sweat.
Hello, Daddy. Who is that?
Just a client of mine.
Oh, I left this note for you. A man's been calling all evening. Was it him?
It was. Now, you go on to bed. Go on to bed.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Good afternoon. Very funny. Sat up all night with a sick hood. What have you got?
Name is Sally Burns, age 28, occupation,
A player. A real swinger.
For a living?
Well, I found 72 dresses, 100 pairs of shoes, ashtrays from every club in town. And then there are the neighbors. The gentlemen were real discreet. Nobody ever saw them. But the walls are thin.
Medical examiner's report?
The wound was self-inflicted. She was still holding the knife. She was also holding a lot of booze.
Yeah. Well, they have to look at themselves in the mirror sometimes. What do you think, suicide?
No. Found a whole bottle of sleeping pills in the pocket of her robe, enough to kill her a couple of times. Why the knife? You know, why a hara-kiri knife?
Must be some reason. What about fingerprints?
Well, hers all over the place. We have a set on that doorknob back there we're checking out right now. Nick.
Yeah?
Her mother called.
You took the call? You didn't tell her? Yeah. There was a time I couldn't either. How long ago she called?
45 minutes ago.
So for 45 minutes, she's known something is wrong and she's been in hell. Let me have the address. I'll see you.
Outgrew us. Mister, you sacrifice. You try to do your best. You dream for your child. You have children.
No.
Jobs. She got jobs, one after the other. Oh, modeling, things like that. Restless. Such a restless girl. Always changing. It started with her name. Rocker to birds. Changing. Men. There were men.
Victor, you don't know for sure. Don't say it, please.
All the time, my door was never locked to her. Never.
You say there were other men. Did she ever mention any of their names?
She never talked to us. She just wanted to forget us.
Victor loved her so much. Nights, weekends. He fixed up a room for her. Such a beautiful room. He thought if Sally had a nice place to come to. And now she will never come home.
Did you ever meet any of these men?
She never brought any of her friends here. She was ashamed of us.
Victor, there was one. About a year ago, she came late one night, scared. She wanted to sleep here for the night. He followed her. He almost broke the door down. Bill Garrett.
Garrity. An animal.
Billy Garrity?
Yes.
He is an animal.
That kind of trash. That was her life.
Come on, move.
Hey, Nick.
Hey, Harry, how are you?
Okay. Hey, you're looking fine, kid. Just fine.
Well, I get a lot of exercise.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, Harry.
Well, what have we here?
Sally Burns' case, fingerprints on the doorknob. His.
Why shouldn't they be mine? I work there.
I'll be right in.
Well, what have you been up to, Nick? Don and me, we miss you. You don't come around.
Yeah, well, you taught me a lot, but you never taught me how to handle 3 cases and still lead a social life.
Okay, now look. Today's Donna's birthday. Now, I'm taking her to lunch over at Jake's. If you're not busy, will you come on over?
You can count on it.
Oh, Nick, you remember a guy named Billy Garrity?
Well, sure. We're trying to pick him up. Why, have you seen him?
Well, I thought I saw him crossing the street the other day. I might be mistaken, but isn't he still in prison?
No, he's out.
What do you want him for?
Well, you may have read about it. You know, the Sally Burns case? May be mixed up in it.
Yeah, I read about it. Well, I hope you get him, Nick.
Right, I'll see you later.
See you over at Jake's.
Right.
I didn't kill her. I didn't.
Your fingerprints were on the doorknob.
But I told you.
Tell us again.
She complained of a leaking faucet during the day. I was busy, so I went in the evening.
What time?
About 9:30. When she didn't answer the bell, I opened the door with my pass key. I saw her dead. I ran out.
And you left the door open for somebody else to find it. Now, why didn't you call the police?
Was it because of your record? In 1958, you were sentenced for 2 counts breaking and entering. He served 2 years and 4 months.
Don't send me up again, please. I can't breathe in there. I can't. It's like being buried alive. Don't do it to me. I can't take it again. I can't.
Lock him up.
No, wait. I think I have something important for you.
Galdames, Landers, and Rogers. Where'd you get this?
I tore it out of her address book. I found it in the dresser drawer.
You figured it was pretty important.
It was the only page with anything on it, those 3 names.
And these 3 names were going to put you right in the blackmail business, huh?
You're a nice guy, Seidel. Robbing the dead.
But I didn't make her dead.
Vultures never do their own killing. Check these out for addresses, then pick me up at Jake's.
Can I go now?
Right into a cell.
I told you, I can't breathe in there. I'll smother.
You told me.
But I gave you the paper with the names on it. I didn't have to, but I did.
Just proves what a good instinct for self-preservation you have.
Paul, nice table, huh? Enjoy your lunch.
Hey, Jake.
Oh, hi, Nick. Hey, you know, I was reading a book last night.
No kidding.
No, it's all about Scotland Yard. Those guys are detectives.
So how would you like to depend on them to come and eat here?
Look over there.
Where's her father?
Oh, Harry went out to get her a gift, said to tell you he'd be right back. Knocks himself out, huh?
Jake, see, I get the check, will you?
Oh, you're a quick man with a buck. For a cop.
So report me.
Oh, Nick.
Shut your fresh mouth and move over. Happy birthday, honey. Couldn't your father done better for you than to bring you to this cafeteria?
Well, the truth is I wanted to come here. I figured we'd meet.
How's school?
I'll be a senior in a few months.
Wow.
From growing up, Nicky, hadn't you noticed?
If I hadn't noticed, they'd throw me off the force for bad eyesight.
Tell me, what are the chances of something happening between us?
Like what?
Like you're falling in love with me? Because I've been in love with you for 6 years now. Or is it 7?
That's right. You fell in love with me the first day I wiped your nose.
All right. I'm kidding on the square. You just wait until I get out of college next year. I'll show you a predatory female.
I think you've arrived.
Gotta make you stop thinking of me as your best friend's kid. Speaking of your best friend, where is he? He said he was going to make a phone call.
He'll be back.
You know, you ought to come around more often, Nick. I mean, for him. His other friends dropped him like...
Well, we talked about it. He understands. Now, how could I drop Harry Blaney? You know how many times he picked me up when I first joined the force, and he is the best cop I've met before or since. How is he?
He's fine. He's just fine.
Is he still...
Not a drop since it happened. Oh, Nick, do you think there's a chance for him? It's been almost 2 years now.
You You know why he was busted?
I know he had a right to get drunk.
Wife leaves a man, he has a right to go out and get drunk, that's right. But does he have a right to go on duty drunk? Does he have a right to chase a thief, to kill an innocent man while he's drunk?
It's just that he is paying for it every day of his life.
Don't you start pitying him. He's suffered enough.
I can't help it, Nick.
You have to help it. You're all he has left now. How's your mother? You hear from her?
She writes every so often. I hide all the letters. Why did she do it, Nick? Taking all of his money, leaving him to start all over again at his age?
Those things happen.
But why? You knew her.
I thought I knew her.
It would have been more merciful to shoot him.
Happy birthday, Donna. You're a living doll.
Oh, Jake.
Jake, you did it again.
Oh.
Happy birthday, honey.
Happy birthday.
Daddy. Hey, kiss me. Did you see him kiss me?
There, this is for you.
Oh, Daddy.
Well, come on, blow out the candles.
Oh, thank you, Jake. I could cry.
On your birthday?
Well, come on, make a wish.
All right.
Very good.
Thank you.
Well, I'll be back for a piece later. Not bad for a cafeteria, huh?
Not bad at all, Jake.
Nick, I'm glad you're here.
So am I.
Well, go on, baby. Open it.
Oh, Daddy, why did you...
Never mind. Just open it.
All right. Oh, Daddy, it's beautiful. It's so expensive.
Oh, not for you, it isn't. I didn't have time for the inscription, but the jeweler will put that on later.
Thank you.
Well, I'm just in time.
Well, Danny.
Well, look at her. Just yesterday, she was the department brat. How are you, Brett?
Don't flirt with my girl.
Got the addresses.
Never fails. You better tell Jake to send over a slice.
Oh, Nick.
What's up, Nick?
Some possibilities in the Burns case. You have a good time. I'll see you soon.
You found Garrity?
Not yet. We will.
Tell Jake to send over 2 slices with 2 candles.
Don't tell me. You're the police.
That's right.
Is it about Sally Burns? Well, I was expecting you. Oh, by the way, you fellows like to talk on the water? I've got suits for both of you, and it's very refreshing. We can talk and float.
Well, it's very tempting, but I'm afraid not.
You guys, right away you think it's a bribe.
About Sally Burns, Mr. Galdames.
Yeah. Well, I read it in the newspapers. Now, let's go back 2 years. That's when I first knew her. We ran around off and on. Sometimes it was Sally, and sometimes someone she fixed me up with. Fixed me up. A rather cheap expression, but unfortunately, that's the way it was. About a year ago, I called her. I used to call her once a week, sometimes twice. She said she couldn't see me. Said she didn't want me to call her anymore. So, it's been a year since I've seen her. Now, who I've been seeing in the meantime is none of your business.
Can you account for your time on the night she was murdered?
Oh, yes. I was out of the city. I was in Boston making a speech in front of 1,100 corset manufacturers. Here, on this paper is my itinerary. Every move I made the 3 days I was there.
Are you always so well prepared?
Now, gentlemen, how do you think I acquired 4 factories?
We'll check it out.
If you'll excuse me now, my wife is here. Hello, sweetheart. I'll take her.
Joseph, you have company?
We're just business acquaintances, Mrs. Galdames. But we're all finished now.
Thank you.
Pardon, monsieur? The bar, she is not yet open.
Well, I'm not looking for the bar. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
S'il vous plaît.
What's your name?
Pierre, monsieur.
So what's your name, Pierre?
Earl Landers. So what do you want?
I'd like some information about Sally Burns.
All right. I knew her.
When'd you see her last?
About a year ago. She dropped me, started going regular with some guy. She called me the night it happened. Crying, hysterical. She'd had a fight with the regular. What I understood, he wanted out. I tried to tell her to give him up. That if she didn't, she was heading for trouble. But she called me a name and hung up. She was always calling me names and hanging up.
Did she give you his name?
I told you she was loaded. Roger something. That was it, Roger.
Lem Rogers?
That's it, mister.
Thanks a lot. Take care of yourself. You may wind up a material witness, monsieur.
Merci.
What about Garrity?
Must be hiding in a sewer. You know, every beat cop knows his face. You counting on him?
I knew her well enough to beat her up.
Funny thing about that girl. She must have known a couple of dozen men. Why only 3 names?
Well, I guess they meant something special to her. Galdanas meant dough, the last of the big spenders. Landers was kind of a father image. That's a quote. He was just old enough to enjoy her problems and was there with a ready ear. And Rogers must have been the lover. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm positive this is the man. He was parked in front of the building where the Burns woman lived.
It was night. How can you be sure?
Well, I spoke to him. He was too near the fire hydrant. I asked him to back it up, and he said he was just leaving.
One man in the car?
Yeah, just one.
How come you read the society page?
That's my wife. She gets happiness reading about other people's good luck. She said, why can't we be going to Hawaii, too? I looked, and there he was, this guy in the car, Lemuel Rogers. He was alone.
What time did you see the car?
It was a few minutes before 9. I check in at 9.
Time of death was fixed somewhere between 8 and 11. See anyone else around?
No, the street was quiet.
Thank you, officer.
Yes.
You gonna pick him up?
Right.
Nick, I see you a minute.
Sure.
I saw Blaney in there this morning. I don't want him around.
It's a public building.
You're a friend. Tell him.
Because I am, I can't.
Nick, I don't want the rookies looking at him. His presence, it infers something. It says, look at me, I was a bad cop. I want them to be proud. Sort of makes up for the short dough. Understand, Nick?
What do you want to do, Lieutenant? Rewrite history? The records he set, the citations he earned? You can't wipe them out by keeping him out. I mean, he sat in a chair out there. You want me to have it burned?
Word's out. Too slow. I gotta find Garrity right away tonight.
Word's out. It's the best I can do. The man's running. The man runs, it's hard to find him.
Here.
What?
200 for anybody that smells him.
Harry, you did me a favor, so I'm trying. The man's running, so no guarantees, okay?
He must be in town.
Maybe, but it's a big town.
Have you tried?
Yeah.
Follow not the fiery road of transgression. Risk not
the blasting thunder of eternal damnation, and seek not the false prophets who beckon from the ruins of Sodom and Gomorrah. Open wide your eyes to shining salvation, for only then will ye be saved from hell's steaming cauldron.
That guy used to be in here every night, an ex-con. He grew wings from my booze. Want a cup of coffee, Harry?
No, not tonight, Sam. You, closing early tonight?
No rush.
Well, then, could you do me a favor? I'm expecting someone.
Oh, make yourself at home. So I'll go back and make a sandwich.
Thanks, Sam. Don't you ever call me again. Ever.
I got off the plane in Hawaii. I picked up the papers. In heaven's name, what happened? I called home from the airport. The police were there. They're coming back.
Take it easy, Rogers.
You went up there to talk to her. I trusted you to take care of something.
And what?
I should have known the way you talk about women. The contempt, the hate you have of them. What are we going to do?
What are you going to do?
What? What do you mean?
She was dead when I got there.
What?
The door was open. She was dead.
Wait a minute. You don't think that I
think you have a problem, Mr. Rogers.
How can you sit there and...
You tried to frame me.
No, I didn't. Blaney, please believe me, I didn't. What'll I do? Please, they'll come back to the house. They'll know I was seeing her. Blaney, I'm scared.
Rogers, wait a minute. Rogers, wait a minute. You've got to get a hold of yourself.
You think I care about me? My family, Blaney. What this will mean to them. But you wouldn't know about that. You'd have to be a father to know what I feel.
Rogers, you listen to me. I am a father, and I do know how you feel. Now, just because the police called you, that isn't the end of the world. They'll ask you questions. And you have an alibi for the time you spent that evening. An alibi, you understand, have it backwards and forwards. Well, they tied you into this. The chances are they've tied quite a few guys into it. Or you could tell the truth.
No, I can't face it. I can't and I won't.
Rogers.
This is it. Mrs. Rogers?
Look, if you're reporters,
No, we're detectives. I'm Sergeant Anderson. This is Sergeant Kirby. We'd like to talk to your husband.
He isn't here.
Oh, well. We'll try him at the office.
He's in the hospital. He shot himself accidentally.
Hospital? What hospital?
St. John's. Please, no more questions. I'll talk to you at the hospital.
Fine. Thank you. Well, Nicky, what are you doing here? Might ask you the same question. How is he? Well, his wound isn't too bad, but he doesn't seem to be making it. Why not? He doesn't want to. That have anything to do with you, Nick? Maybe. Is Rogers your client? My client. Rogers and I have known each other for years. We served on some civic committees together. When this happened, his wife asked me if I'd help. I've been handing out statements to the reporters. That's all. What is this, Nick? I have a warrant for his arrest. On what charge? Suspicion of murder.
Don't get up.
How is he?
The same. Lies there, staring at the ceiling, saying nothing. But he'll live. He has to live. He has 3 children to raise. He loves those children. They love him. I'll make him live.
Mrs. Rogers, this is Sergeant.
Yes, I know who he is. I know why he's here. Sergeant Anderson, just so we get off on the right foot, my husband attempted suicide. It was not an accidental shooting. As for his involvement with Sally Burns, I know about that. I could probably tell you more.
He told you?
No. I've known about the affair since 2 months after it started. Married to a man 19 years, you know him pretty well. Lem wore his guilt like a necktie.
Some women would have...
Walked out? I'm not some women, Mr. Egan. I fight for what I want, what I need. And I need Lem Rogers. I had no intention of giving him up.
You're quite a woman, Mrs. Rogers.
Thanks for the compliment, Sergeant. I could use a few these days. Man does what Lem did, and the woman he's married to becomes cheaper than the other woman. You question your femininity. Your ego goes out the window. So thanks for the compliment. Now, when I suspected Lem was running around, I hired a private detective. I didn't want to, but I had to protect him against himself. He withdrew $10,000 from the bank a few days ago. Was the money ever found?
No.
This is a synopsis of the investigator's report, ending with the day of her death. I'll read it to you.
Let me, Mrs. Rogers. Mr. Rogers saw the Burns girl 3 times a week, sometimes 4, arriving about 11 in the evening and leaving about 4 in the morning. Sometimes he'd get there earlier, and they'd go to a nightclub. A few weeks before her death, Mr. Rogers hired a private detective. On the night the woman was killed, I followed Mr. Rogers from a party at your home to the office of the man he hired. They came out of the building together, got into Mr. Rogers' car, and drove off. I followed them as far as the woman's apartment building. Mr. Rogers and the investigator sat in the car talking. I waited, but then they became aware of me, and I had to drive away. The man Mr. Rogers hired was Harry Blaney.
Do you know this Blaney?
Yes, we know him. Well, hi, Predatory. You know, I never did get a piece of that birthday cake.
Nick, I've cut a class to talk to you.
All right, come on upstairs, we'll talk.
Oh, no, I've only got a minute. I'd rather talk here. It's about Dad. Do you remember the other day when I told you he hadn't touched a drop since the day it happened?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he started to drink again. A lot. Why? Why? You know, he sits there like a man choking on something. Nick, if he'll talk or listen to anyone, it will be you. Would you talk to him, please?
All right, I'll talk to him.
Thank you.
Red, please. You know, I can't understand Blaney. You think a guy who'd been a cop as long as he had would know about obstructing justice? Do you know he could be charged? Is Nick going to talk to him?
Yeah, but it's not going to be easy. They're not only friends, there's a kind of a teacher-pupil relationship there.
Well, you could talk to him, too. No, butter, please.
I can't understand why Blaney didn't say anything, knowing he was mixed up
with a man who was a murderer.
You're leading the witness, Jerry.
At least that's what Rogers will be charged with if he walks out of that hospital. I work with what the police give me, and they've given me enough on him.
Well, what about this Billy Garrity? He could be big in this case, and the police haven't found him yet.
Don't worry, they'll find him.
Look, Jerry, he knew Sally Burns, and he threatened her. That's your case.
Well, now who's leading the witness counsel? No. Rogers is the man. I can tell you why, but you'll have to wait to hear it in court. Oh, well, pass the salt, please. Are you going to defend Rogers?
I have a strong feeling that his guilt is that of a moral man who made an immoral mistake. And that's all.
You worry about the morality, and I'll worry about the legality.
Can you separate the two?
What's the matter with you, Nick? What are you jumping all over me for?
When you were in the department, you would have torn my head off for what you did today. Why didn't you tell me Rogers went to her apartment that night?
Rogers was a client of mine. The relationship is like a lawyer to client, privileged.
Your client is involved in a murder case, Harry.
Well, if I knew you were going to get this angry about it, I wouldn't
Angry?
even...
Is that all I am? Angry? If things were the other way around, how would you feel? Do you know you could be tried
Okay,
for...
okay.
Not okay. A man's life is at stake.
Well, what do you want me to do about it now?
Okay, Harry. Let me hear it.
Well, Rogers wanted to pay her off. He didn't want to do it himself, so he said. He picked me up at the office, and then we drove to her place. He was pretty desperate.
Nick, just got a tip on Gary.
Where is he?
He's in a bowling alley in Hollywood.
Nick, let me go along, huh?
Okay. You can finish your story in the car.
To the girl's house, I told him that paying her off to leave him alone wasn't the way. She'd be back for more. He got mad. Said if I didn't agree with him, why, there was no point in my doing the job. When we got there, I told him I'd do it if he wanted me to, but he said he'd do it. He went into the building, and when he didn't come back in about an hour, well, I thought that, well, maybe that she talked him out of it. He was kind of a weak guy anyway. So I got out of the car and took a bus back to the office. That's it, Nick. Well, what's the matter? Don't you believe me?
I believe you, Harry.
There it is.
There's a gun in my purse.
Check it.
He's dead. Why did you do it? I told you to wait.
I did, Nick. And then I saw him running.
I wanted him alive, Harry. And you knew it. I wanted him alive. How many shots you fire?
3.
3. All into him. None in the air to stop him?
Look, Nick, I may not be a cop now, but I still got a cop's feelings. I couldn't help myself. Nick, he was wild.
And unarmed. You could have shot him any time. You're a marksman. Why?
Look, Nick, I told you he'd have gotten away. How did I know what he did in there to you?
Look! 100 yards or so. You could have stopped him at any time. 100 yards to do it in. You didn't even let him take a step.
Is there something I can do for you?
Yeah, maybe there is. Did you guys turn in that report about the bowling alley?
Yeah, Nick turned it in.
What'd he say? Look, Dan, what's the difference? I'm just curious.
He said you didn't have to shoot him. He said you could have stopped him one way or another. But you didn't have to shoot him.
That Nick. He's really turning out to be something, isn't he?
Well, Mr. Regan, I told you we'd live. I told you I wouldn't let him die.
What did it take, Mrs. Rogers?
Faith. I convinced him of my faith in him. I convinced him that I believed he didn't kill Sally Burns. You believe he's innocent, don't you?
What's more important is that a judge and jury believe him. You see, Mrs. Rogers, your husband couldn't have had a stronger motive for killing Sally Burns. The district attorney will have no trouble convincing the jury of that. And Blaney's testimony will hurt him. Hurt him bad.
But my husband said that he...
Yeah, I heard what he said. But people may think he's just trying to implicate Blaney to help himself.
Some private investigators have had reputations. What sort of man is Blaney?
There was a time when his picture hung on the wall of the police academy. A time when his name was an inspiration to rookie policemen. Does that tell you anything?
Idols can sometimes have feet of clay.
Sometimes.
If I've helped Lem to live, to go through the agony of a trial, and then to have everything...
Oh, goodbye, Mrs. Rogers.
Goodbye, Mr. Regan.
Unless current arbitration works out successfully. Both sides have indicated their willingness to work together, and negotiations presently are in progress. Locally, Lemuel Rogers, noted architect, is recovering from a serious gunshot wound. Well known for his many modern architectural works, Mr. Rogers is facing
Hello, Daddy. I'm sorry.
the slaying of 28-year-old Sally Burns.
Well, it's not a criminal act to have a drink.
Did you say a drink?
Oh, look, Donna. You mind your own business, you hear?
I won't live in this house and watch you destroy yourself again. I went through that once, but not again.
Then get out. Leave me alone. Where were you tonight?
I was out with Nick.
That nice, upstanding Nick. Where'd you go? I asked you where you went.
We went to a... Daddy.
I'll bet. You went to a restaurant. And you had a very respectable evening.
What are you saying?
I'll tell you what I'm saying. You're your mother's daughter, and she was no good. I'm telling you something, Donna. If I ever catch you playing around, like she did, I'll do to you what I should have done to her. I'm telling you, I had to take it from her. I won't take it from you. Don't cry. I didn't mean to say those things.
You've got a dirty mind. You've got a dirty, filthy mind.
Please, Donna, I apologize. Sometimes I think of her. And I hate. I hate so much I think I'm going crazy. Now, please, don't cry anymore. Please. Look, Donna. Donna, if you'll only understand that sometimes a man has problems. And they get him by the throat. You know what I mean? Well, when they get that way, when they do, sometimes a man hits out. And sometimes he hits out at someone he loves. And he hates himself for it afterwards. You understand, baby? I just wished I could take it all back.
Daddy, I am 20 years old. I'm a woman. I am not a child. Now, I have a right to know what's wrong. Tell me. Oh, Daddy. Daddy, you've always said that a policeman has to have good instincts about people and situations. Is Nick a good policeman?
Well, why shouldn't he be? I taught him everything I know.
Nick is worried about you.
Maybe you'd better say what you have to say.
Did you tell him everything about the Burns case? About you and Mr. Rogers?
Well, doesn't he think I did?
He wouldn't tell me.
Well, what does he want? His job's done. The rest is up to the district attorney.
Oh, Daddy, why do you get angry with him? He's just...
He's just suspecting me of something, that's what.
Well, he didn't say that.
He doesn't have to.
Well, I guess... Well, Daddy, you must understand how he feels about this case. Breaking up a family, taking a man from his wife and children. He feels these things as you did.
Like I do. A man has to protect his children. And I'm protecting you.
Protecting me from what?
Everything. Hello, Rogers. I wanted to see you. See how you're getting along. You feeling okay?
You had to come, didn't you, Blaney? You couldn't punish yourself enough. You had to come here and have me do it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Guilt. I have it, so I can see it in you.
You're not making sense.
I heard what you told the police. Weren't you the last one to see her alive? Weren't you?
Rogers, look, I told you. The door was open when I got there. She was dead. Okay, so maybe you didn't do it. Hey, I'll bet it was that guy Garrity. Yeah, it must have been him. The police got him tied into it anyway. Now, you'll get off. You'll see. They'll find you not guilty. A woman like that didn't deserve to live anyway. And they'll know that. You'll see.
Blaney, why did you lie? Why did you tell them that it was I that...
Look, I come here to see you, not to talk about the case.
To see how I am? You're trying to kill me, Blaney. Why? What did I ever do to you? What?
Well, Rogers, I'm sorry about how things turned out for you.
You're sorry. I'd be sorry, too, if I was sending an innocent man to...
Look, I told you, you got a chance. Egan's the best lawyer in town.
What can Egan do? It's your word against mine, isn't it? That's what it comes down to, and I had the motive. You feel sorry for me, Blaney. I feel sorry for you. Now get out, you liar. Murderer!
Murder?
That jury finds me guilty. If they do, you will have killed me. Nobody else but you. Now get out!
What's the matter with you? You got the whole floor.
Some coffee, Harry?
Not tonight, Sam. Give me a drink. Come on! Give me another one.
Hello, Harry. I went to your house. Donna figured you'd be in the neighborhood.
I don't want to talk about anything, Egan. You're Roger's lawyer. I'm on the other side. It isn't proper. Besides, I'm a little loaded.
I thought you might want to help Rogers. He was your client.
Look, stop playing cop, will you? Go on home.
Your story could put him in a gas chamber.
I had to tell the truth.
Is that what you're doing?
Egan, please, will you?
Look, Harry, I don't like to put it this way, but I helped you when you were in trouble. Help me now.
Look, Egan, Rogers is guilty. He left that car a desperate man. He had to do what he did. Sam!
Aren't you going at that stuff a little hard?
Mind your own business, Sam.
Harry, I just...
You just. If I see anybody that needs a social worker, I'll tell him.
Anything?
Sorry I bothered you.
Look, Egan. Look, Rogers has got a chance, a very good chance. Everybody knows what Sally Burns was. You get a break from the jury. And besides, Nick didn't hand that DA no shoe in. There's a lot of circumstantial there, a lot of it.
I'll get a break from that jury? Harry, you'd make a rotten criminal lawyer. If I put a woman on that jury, she just might punish her own husband by voting Rogers guilty. If I put a man on, he eases off his own guilt, uses Rogers to wipe his conscience clean. Now, don't tell me about a jury. A jury is people. Likes, dislikes, problems, prejudices. And as often as not, they bring to their verdict what they really are inside.
All right. So you got your job cut out for you.
Just like that, huh? Well, now, you let me tell you something. I'm gonna cross-examine you until you're hoarse. I'll nail you to that chair until I find out what happened to $10,000 Rogers swears he gave you. And, Harry, I won't let up until I find out why you did something a rookie cop wouldn't do. And, you know, if I wasn't sure you were hiding something, if I didn't trust Nick Anderson's policeman's instincts, all I'd have to do is look at your daughter's face. Hello, Harry.
Kid. It's about time we had it out.
Hey, Harry, you're a little drunk already.
And you're a little jerk, Sergeant. What are you trying to do to me, Nick? What? What did I ever do to you? Running behind my back, upsetting Donna, firing up Egan. You got my kid thinking I did something wrong.
You have her thinking that, Harry.
Now, you listen to me, boy. You squeeze any dirt between Donna and me, and I'm going to take you.
All right, we'll talk about it when you're sober.
We'll talk about it right now. You got something on me, arrest me. You put the heat on. Now arrest me or take it off. What's the charge? What is it?
Oh, you know what the charge is, Harry. And you know what the penalty is for spitting on 20 years of your life. Now, you've been part of the law long enough to know you should have come forward the first day. And ever since this thing began, you've had an unnatural interest in this case, and you got rid of someone who could have been a key witness at the trial.
You're trying to trap me into something.
I'm not trying to trap you, Harry. Look at yourself.
You talk that way to me. Harry Blaney, your friend.
You're not Harry Blaney. I don't know who you are. Get out while you can still walk. Get out!
Good morning, Dad.
Good morning, Annie. Coffee's still hot.
Thank you.
I'll see you later.
Oh, wait.
Look, it's a trial, not a fashion show.
That's much better. Dad, I love you very much. I just want you to know that.
Officer, would you say you had a good look at the driver of that car?
Yes, sir.
Point him out, please.
There, that's him. Lemuel Rogers.
Nothing further.
Mr. Egan? Officer, are there any stores along that street? Stores that were open that late at night?
No. No, it's a residential area.
Do you recall if the moon was out?
I'm not sure.
Well, let me clear up your doubts. There was no moon. Now, where was the car when you saw it?
I don't understand the question.
Well, was it on your side of the street, the far side, the middle of the street? Where?
I was on the far side. But I drove right up to him. I saw him, Mr. Egan. Clear as day.
No further questions. The witness may step down.
Hello, Sarge. Anybody want any coffee? I want coffee.
I'm sorry about last night, Nick. You know I was loaded.
I know.
How's the jury look?
Like people, you know.
Yeah, you gotta watch him. You can tell what the verdict is long before they ever bring it in.
Well, why don't you come in and watch?
It's stuffy in there. I'd rather wait here.
You sure that's the reason, Harry? Or is it because you can't watch? You can't hear? Harry, I thought that today, here, in this hall of justice, that maybe you'd... I guess it's no use.
You're not as smart as you think. Your instincts about guilt or innocence are going to get you a big, fat lawsuit someday. I have nothing to hide.
Well, Egan will find out if you do or not. He can smell a perjurer for a country mile.
Sure she was drinking. I said that.
Was she very intoxicated?
Almost always.
Answer the question, please.
I didn't run a balloon test. I guess you could say that.
And yet you distinctly heard an intoxicated woman say on the telephone, "I'm having trouble with that Rogers guy."
Yes, sir.
Mr. Landers, were you drinking at the time she called?
Objection, Your Honor. Counsel's trying to impeach the witness.
Overruled. Answer the question.
I'd had a few.
What's a few?
Objection, Your Honor. The witness is not on trial here.
Mr. Miller, I find nothing offensive in that question. This is a capital trial, Mr. Miller, and I will allow certain latitudes within procedure.
Thank you, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Landers, what's a few? 2 drinks? 3 drinks? More? I remind you, sir, you're under oath.
More.
Speak up, please.
More.
In effect, then, this was a conversation between 2 intoxicated people, correct?
Your Honor, please.
Oh, come now, Mr. Egan. The amount of spirits that would intoxicate one person might leave another quite sober, hmm?
Exactly, Your Honor. No further questions. Sit down, Mrs. Brucker. Mr. Brucker.
Thank you.
Can I get you something?
Oh, no, thank you.
How's it going in there? Oh, Roger.
Not too good.
Who are they?
Girl's parents.
They going to testify?
For the defense.
But I don't understand.
Well, Harry, some people do the right thing no matter what it costs.
Mr. and Mrs. Burns?
Brooker, not Burns.
Well, my name is Blaney. Harry Blaney.
Harry Blaine, Mama.
You're, going to testify for the defense?
For Mr. Rogers.
Don't you see you can only be character witnesses? Once they get you on that stand, they'll make you tell every sordid detail in your daughter's life. They have no right to do this to you. You're her parents. It's cruel.
We don't want her to be responsible for someone else's death. Why is it so hard for you to understand, Mr. Blaney? We have a chance to help a man live for his wife, his children. If we turned our backs on him and didn't tell the truth, then how can we live?
You understand, Mr. Blaney. We are doing this out of love for our daughter. You would understand if you loved someone, then you would understand why we are here. No matter how hard it will be.
The hour is late, and rather than call any further witness who would have to be carried over until tomorrow, this court stands adjourned until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. The jurors are cautioned not to discuss the testimony in this case with anyone.
Gone? Harry's gone. Oh, that's all right. He won't be called until tomorrow. No. He talked to the Bruckers, then he ran out. Mike said, like a man running from hell. I figured he couldn't live with it. Just hope he doesn't die with it.
What makes you think he's got anything in mind besides escape?
He had his chance to escape. He could have gotten on that witness stand and lied. That was his escape. You know, I took the Bruckers there. I knew they could break Harry down. I didn't want to smash him to pieces.